Watching this show since day one, my friend. I've never missed an episode. I watch it every week. I love it. But what I love so much, not just the excitement and everything, is the camaraderie between this cast is not fake. Please tell me I'm right.
No, oh, you're absolutely right. From day one, honestly, it just happened. The chemistry between us and the friendships and the bickering like siblings, like it's all been there since day one.
Yeah.
And I think, as you say, when you watch the show, you feel that. And I think it helps you invest because you want to sit in the fire truck with them. You want to sit around the firehouse table with them.
Yes.
It helps you just dive in and be a part of it with them, I think.
100% agree. And yeah, some of those meals in the firehouse, yeah, I definitely would like to join in and join you guys at a meal.
Come
I
on
think that would be
over.
a lot of fun.
Yeah, and some of the most fun scenes we have actually are the simpler ones,
Of
where
course.
when we talk to each other through the headsets in the truck or when we're at the dinner table, especially when we have to shoot like montagey bits around the dinner table and there aren't
Right.
any lines. So they just say, talk, be funny. And of course, under those circumstances, no one can ever be funny. So we just end up saying ridiculous things and laughing at each other more than
Yeah.
anything.
I can imagine. Yeah, I'm sure the producers are like, hello, time is
Yeah,
wasted
exactly
here. But
that.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
exactly. Okay. Buck has had a real trajectory from day one to now. I mean, honestly, Oliver, like the arc that he's had has been quite amazing. What really excites you now about now diving in? We're going into a new season. How exciting! There was some major changes in this last season. We'll talk about in a minute. But what excites you now about playing Buck and where he might be going?
Yeah, I think you're right in the terms of the ups and the downs. And I'm looking forward, I think, to a little bit more of a constant.
He
I
deserves it.
think,
He deserves
yeah,
it.
he does.
Yeah,
And also I think out of those ups and downs, he's learned a lot, right? There have been very high highs and very low lows. And actually, when you take a step back, it kind of all evens out in the end. So I think it's about, you talk about the loss of one of the characters. I think using that to become a little more level-headed
yeah.
and not take everything to such extremes or, everything isn't so polarizing and to be able to take a little bit of a more mature look at things as they come to him.
Yeah, for sure. And, let's talk about that a little bit because not, for fans losing Captain Bobby, Peter Krause, who's, I mean, a staple on the show, that was pretty shocking. Like, I had no idea, right? How far in advance did you guys know that this was going to be happening? Because I can't, like, again, like I was saying, it can't be faked the way that you guys feel about each other. That had to influence your acting on the show as well. It was a real thing that happened there.
Absolutely. Not too far in advance, I would say within a couple of weeks, I think. So yeah, processing time, which is probably actually in a scenario like this, maybe good because it meant that all those
Sure.
emotions were raw and they were fresh. But yeah, the show is we're writing it as we're shooting it.
Mm-hmm.
So we like to joke that the track is being laid down as the train is already on it. So yeah,
Sure.
we didn't get too much of a heads up that it was coming. But as I say, I think in certain scenarios that can be really beneficial because you're right. We did experience a loss in real life, even though
Yeah.
Peter was obviously fine, but we don't work with him anymore. So his presence day to day in my life isn't there. So it
Yeah.
very much mimicked the experiences of the characters on the show.
Yeah, absolutely. And for us too, it's hard for us as fans to watch it and go, what the heck just happened? Like, wow. But life goes on. The show will go on, and I'm sure it'll be just as fantastic for sure. But yeah, his presence will be missed for sure.
Yeah.
Now, is it true that before you became an actor, was it true that you were thinking about becoming a firefighter?
Yeah, I mean, not in any serious way, but as far as I was in LA, the TV show I previously worked on had come to an end.
Yeah.
I just hadn't yet got another job. And so I was starting to weigh up, well, what else could I do? and I lived opposite a fire station in LA, and so it was in my world.
Right.
You know, I would step out my front door each day, and I would see them, and I started to think maybe that would be rewarding if I don't ever get another acting job. This is better. I prefer
Yes.
this. Things worked out. This is best of both worlds. But
Yeah,
yes,
for
so I never
sure.
took any actual steps in that direction, but it was something that I was weighing up as a maybe if all else fails, this is something I could fall back on.
Well, you fool me really well on 911, Oliver, because I got to tell you, Buck, man, he gets into some precarious situations. Like he's the guy that's like got to go up on that ladder and climb into these, all that kind of stuff. What do you do to even prepare to play a firefighter? And also, I mean, come on, what you're wearing, not only very heavy, but you're shooting in LA, very hot. How do you get through the day?
Yeah, there have been some sweaty days on set of 911. That is true.
Yeah,
In terms of like preparation, we take it upon ourselves to hopefully be physically fit. But
yeah,
more than anything, it's over the years of doing the show, we've developed really good trust in the kind of stunt team around us. And, if
sure.
they say, put this harness on, we're going to put you up there, I trust that it's safe.
Yeah,
And there have been times where I have fallen and their lines catch me. So they've proved that the things are safe, thankfully. And that means I'm here to talk to you today.
yeah. Thank God.
But
Thank
yeah,
God.
yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. So yeah, it's just about having really great teams around us
yeah,
so that we can put our trust in them. And, because we have been doing it for a long time, that's a lot of experience together.
yeah.
We've put in the reps. And so that trust is just now second nature.
Yeah. I love the relationship between Buck and Eddie. Obviously, you and Ryan Guzman, you got to be tight pals. I can't imagine. And I'm glad that he's not going anywhere. I love that relationship between the two of you. It's a great bromance, it just like I say, just keep saying it that I feel that these relationships are so real, whether
Mm.
it's between you and Ryan or Kenny Choi or Aisha Hines. Like what a great team, guys. When you finish shooting for the day, kind of decompress from the show. It's heavy duty a lot of these scenes.
Yeah, it's funny because in general, we don't see each other outside of work that much,
Huh.
but not because, I
Well,
mean,
yeah,
mostly
it's
because we
hard.
work together a
Yeah,
lot.
yeah.
And yeah, most weeks, most days. So mostly we just go home and sleep. But
Okay, I get it.
um,
Yeah,
but it is nice to know that, as you say, those relationships are real. And we all live in LA, so the first thing when you finish a day of work is you spend a lot of time in your car on the
sure.
way headed home. So for me, an important part of decompression at the end of the day has been making that car ride home not a stressful thing,
Mm,
not trying to fight against traffic, but instead going, this is my moment to just be with myself and take a deep breath, and just let the day fall away so that by the time I get home, I'm ready to just whether it be prepare for the next day or whatever, but take on an evening. So yeah, so my car ride home is actually a big source of peace. And
yeah,
sometimes it's silent. I don't even have to put on music or a podcast or anything, but it's just
yeah.
about, I think, letting the day fall away from you.
I can imagine. Okay, so you're probably on a little bit of a break, but you guys will probably be heading back soon to start shooting the new season. Is there anything that you can tease? What we can expect coming up in the new season, and what's happening with Buck, and maybe his love life will finally, maybe now fall into place.
Yeah, well, you're not wrong. We are currently on a break. We haven't started shooting the new season
Yeah,
yet. So even if there was something to tease, well, I don't know.
I try. I
But
try.
no, and you're not wrong for asking. But yeah, I just don't know yet. I have,
Yeah,
things that I would like to see. And funny you mentioned love life. I don't know what that would look like for Buck right now.
yeah,
There's a lot of change going on in his life, whether that be obviously at work with, as we discussed, Bobby, or we've seen him looking for a new house in his personal life. So yeah, I don't know what that love life would fit, how that would fit in, or what that would look like right now.
yeah.
But we'll see. We've got thankfully a long season ahead, so I'm sure as much as I say, hopefully he has a steady path. I'm sure we have some ups and downs on the way.
Oh, of course there's going to be ups and downs. And hey, look, now he's got a new nephew. I mean, come on, right?
I always love the Uncle Buck scenes, so hopefully now we get two times as many.
We need more baking, I have to say. Want you to do more baking. Maybe
Yeah.
on the side, you could open like a bakery next to the
Buck's
firehouse,
Bakery,
right?
Buck's Bagels.
Bakery. Yeah. Buck's baked
I'm
goods.
into it.
Yeah. Well,
I'm always for a second stream of revenue, so so let's do
I,
it.
well, listen, thank you so much for your time. Again, I'm so sorry I couldn't see you in person, but I am such a big fan. I just love this show so much and cannot wait to see what you guys get up to in the fall. So have
Great.
yourself a wonderful summer and enjoy your time off. And
Thank you,
thank you
buddy.
for your time today, Oliver.
Thank
Very
you.
much appreciate it.
All right, I'll
Thank you.
see you.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Great. See you
Okay.
later,
So
Bonnie.
you want me to cut? I'll come back for the next one, right?
Yeah, so you can log off, just
Yeah,
the same link.
you
You can
got it.
log back in and I'll let you
Okay.
back in.
All right. That was awesome. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Okay. Bye.
Thanks. Bye.